What a name.
Thursday.
What a name.
Hey, what's in a name? Wouldn't a rose by any other name smell as sweet?
Wow, what a hole.
Hey, wow. Hey, you ever heard of a movie called The Snowman? It's a detective movie that's dead serious. It's supposed to be taken serious. Produced by Scorsese. It's based on a book, so it's not entirely their fault. It's unwatchable, but the main character, played by Michael Fassbender, he's a detective. Guess what his name is? Dead serious.
The Hole.
Harry Hole. and they expect you not to laugh at that.
That's awesome. Harry Hole. It's
Harry
me.
Hole.
Harry Hole.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Welcome to an all-new episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel. Hey.
This is episode 138. Holy hell. You.
I'm good. I inhaled my bang. Right when I was trying.
It almost makes you want to like talk you out of using the cough button now.
Nah, dude, that one was vicious. Hey, before we get started, because I don't want to talk about anything serious, but I figured I just wanted to get it out of the way. So the war continues. The war is still going on. I just want to say, like, I have two things I want to say. Obviously, like, our thoughts are with everybody who's affected by it in Ukraine and everybody who's dealing with all that shit. And also, man, let's like keep in mind there's a lot of Russians in Russia who don't agree with this and who are getting real fucked right now. And, I'm all for sanctions and I'm all for economic sanctions. And frankly, I think let's fucking bury Russia as much as we can to you know, like prove a point about this shit. But I feel really bad for a lot of the Russians. Like, dude, imagine waking up and like, dude, yes, your country fucking started a war it shouldn't have. But then you wake up, you're a regular person and you have to make a bank run and then a furniture run and then a food run. It's fucking scary, I bet. It's not near as scary as getting bombed, but it's got to be scary.
I mean, it isn't about it isn't about the people he represents. It's about him. Obviously,
right.
It's about
exactly.
He can do. It's like this is all, like I was saying in the last episode. This is his romantic view upon the Russian land. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like this. The Soviet Union crumbling is his biggest catastrophe in his mind. So it's like he's doing whatever it takes to reunite this land. So it's not about the people. It's about his dream home, you know, on a grand scale.
It's wild. I don't know like how much you've been paying attention to the Russian side of it, but I find that side really interesting because as the days go on, like you can watch the sentiment change in the country. An entire TV channel walked off the air yesterday and said no war and quit their job and walked off and clicked over to Swan Lake, which is what they played on all the TVs when the USSR collapsed. Shit's serious in Russia right now, bro. Like, dude, he fucked up so bad. The majority of people are going to come out of this being like, yeah, fuck him.
No, for sure. And then, like, you know, a lot of good Russian people that I personally know, whatever, just in Austin, whatever. Like the Russian house, they're now officially the house. They dropped they didn't take them a moment to.
I saw that. That was fast.
Yeah,
like, I wonder how much, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure they did it like mostly out of wanting to like show solidarity, but I also wonder, I've seen a lot of, because that's like a fairly common name for bars and shit in American cities. And I've seen a few that are like getting vandalized and fucking wrecked hard. Everything with Russia in the name seems to be getting wrecked.
It doesn't deserve that. Like,
no, fuck no.
We just, you know, skimmed over it. Like the Russian people and the Russian oligarchs are two totally different things, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, but yes,
the rich for sure, but they're not rich.
Thinks and thoughts all to them for sure.
For sure. Hey, let's just segue directly into something else that's fairly serious, but this is a wild story. I don't know much about him, so I'm going to preface and then I'll let you take away his backstory and then we can get into it. Is he UFC?
Oh, Cain Velasquez.
Is he UFC or just MMA?
Did you just fucking throw up into your mouth?
No, I said, is he UFC or just MMA?
He's UFC. He fought in the UFC for years, and he was considered one of the best heavyweights of all time. And then he went to WWE.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't realize he was a pro wrestler.
Well, I mean, not on the grandest of scale, but like he was definitely. It's a big deal when he went over to the WWE. That's for sure. But yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Well, yeah. So he was arrested. What, yesterday? Was that yesterday? He was
like 2 days ago.
Okay, a couple days ago, he was arrested and charged with attempted murder, reckless endangerment, assault with a deadly weapon, vehicle, and
he went hard.
He went fucking hard. And so, okay, so this is how I found out about this. I saw the arrest report, right, with the picture of him getting taken in, okay? And it said just what he was charged with. And I was like, damn, motherfucker snapped. And then the next slide was a shirt that said Free Kane. And I was like, I hit the comments because I was like, wait a second. His charges are straight up murder. I'm like, what is happening?
Murder.
Right. So I go to attempted murder. My bad. So I go to the comments and I find out what happened. So what happened was his daughter. I don't think they've actually said kid.
They don't say the actual. They're assuming, like, it's the assumption is that it was one of his kids, but it's sounding like it's just a very close relative.
Well, they said extremely close related, so I think that means like immediate family when they say that. So I'm assuming that it's one of his kids. Was going to a daycare, and a man, a worker at the daycare, was molesting that kid over 100 times, and the guy got arrested and got out on bail. And Cain Velasquez decided to take justice into his own hands, which in this case, I think almost every person agrees with. And but there was like more than that dude in the car. So he's getting a lot of charges for shooting it. Because I believe there was a kid in the car, wasn't there? There was a kid in the car, I think.
I'm not sure, but dude, I don't know if you've seen that. Are you familiar with who Cain Velasquez is? You're familiar with the pictures and stuff now?
Yeah, now I am.
That is a scary fucking dude. And I mean, it's like any fucking father should be going ape shit like that, especially if somebody's released on bail or whatever. And it's like for something as heinous as that. But then it's like you're one fucking person that's in the world that you could fucking cross. Cain fucking Velasquez. Dude, no. And there's a very famous referee named Mike Beltran. He's like,
I've got him on Instagram. Referee Mike,
the bald head, and he has a long braided beards. He does it really well because he's an ex LA detective, and he's Mexican. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah, like those big blue eyes. Yeah, I know it's, but like so like he's like, anyways.
That's weird that you bring him up. I've only been following him since probably January. I don't even know how I ended up following him, but
like he's a cool ass dude and everything, and I follow him, and then he has these old school pictures of him standing by his Jeep and like these suspenders and his belt and his shirt tucked in and stuff like that. It's like, he's just like everything about him is just like, wait, you're a sheriff? Like you grew up like his whole life is just fascinating. But like he puts the nail on the head. He's like, the law needs to be able to take its course, but any father can understand the whole situation. It's fucked up.
So I don't want to assume that he's going to get off, but I thought we could look at two other examples of this happening and what happened to those men.
What's that movie that came out years ago?
Prisoners?
No, Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Time to Kill? Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. So there's two cases that actually not movies, but two cases that we can look at to see. And one of the cases is over 30 years ago, and the other one is only 8 years ago. So we've got a nice balance of the judicial system here. The first and probably the most famous, and honestly, I know this might sound kind of weird to say, but literally probably one of my all-time favorite videos of all time. Gary Ploush. Do I need to say more? Do you know who that is? Or do I? Okay.
No.
So I've been familiar with this since the days of Real TV. That used to come on like Channel 6 at like 3 o'clock in the 90s. Okay. This was a show that largely was just crazy YouTube videos before that shit existed, right? It was a lot of car chases and car wrecks and like people getting eaten by bears and shit like that. And I'll never forget it because occasionally they went really hard and would just show shit where you're like, whoa, it's 3 PM. What? And one of them was the Gary Ploush video. And what it is it's a man this man, Gary Ploush, had a son who was, I believe, let's see, 7. Oh, 11.
7?
His name was Jody. 11. He was 11. His name was Jody, and he started going to karate classes, and he was sexually assaulted by his karate instructor like a bunch of times.
Damn.
So he also kidnapped the dude. He also kidnapped the kid and took him to a hotel, and where he continued to do those things. The police found him, rescued Jody, and took the bad guy into custody without incident. But they had to bring him back, right? So they had to fly him back. And when they got to the airport, they were walking past, and this is all on video. They're walking down the hallway, and there's a row of payphones, and somebody's on the phone. And the second the dude gets behind him, he puts the phone down, turns around, pulls out a gun, and blows the dude's fucking head off. And it's the dad. It's the dad. And it's a famous video because the cops are going, Gary, no! Gary, why? Gary, damn it, Gary, why? And he ended up fully getting off. He wrote books about it and shit. His son wrote a book about it. And like how it affected him knowing that his dad did that for him and shit. But yeah, the Gary, why? Why, Gary? That's like famous audio. I think it's on a couple of like EDM songs. So that's the first, and he got fully off. And then this one's pretty close to home for us. In 2012, a dad in Shiner, on a big piece of land in Shiner, walked, like out in the country, was walking up and found someone he knew in the process of abusing his kid.
Shit.
And
when was this?
2012.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, he was a 5-year-old daughter. He heard her crying, and he ran and found that happening, and he killed the dude like immediately. Brutally killed the dude, and then
that's right.
Yeah, and that was in. Yeah, he and that was June 12th. Okay, and then. Oh wait, I want to make sure I got the dates right. It was in June. It was like the beginning of June when that happened, and by June 19th, the DA already refused to indict.
Fuck yeah.
So here's the message, boys and girls. If you got kids, just defend them. You won't get in trouble. You'll spend a night in jail, and everyone will think you're a fucking hero.
Yeah, don't fuck with kids.
Yeah, man, you will get smashed.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That is a good message to send. It's like, don't fuck with kids. If you do, you're going to die, and it's fucking yes.
I don't mean to sound like a psychopath, but you know what intrusive thoughts are, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're driving, and for the people who don't know what that means, it's like, like when you're driving and you just get that thought, like, man, I could yank this fucker into the median right now. No more bills, motherfucker.
Also referred to as the imp of the perverse.
Yes, exactly. Well, some people fucking act on those things, and those people are called psychopaths. But I'm not gonna lie, it gets my
verse like a split second. You're like, oh shit, and then like,
right.
You know what I mean? And then what you're referring to, I think, is like more of like. You're like get this crazy thought going, and you're shit.
No. It's that instantaneous thought. It's that instantaneous thought. Like when you're walking by a ledge, and so there's actually a quote that I've always loved. When you're looking over a ledge, the fear that you feel is not the fear that you're gonna fall. It's the fear that you may jump. So that right? Okay. So because you don't, deep down, none of us trust ourselves.
Words for you. What were Joel's last words? Oh, while he's falling, I just heard him going, "Why?"
No, he's falling. He was yelling, I'm more scared about the fact that I jumped. Why'd I jump?
What was the last thing he said? The last thing he said was,
I'm not afraid of falling. But yeah, so I do think though, like that's one of those intrusive thoughts that you should hold on to. We all get that thought of like, man, if somebody fuck with this person in my life, I would fucking kill him. For kids, it's okay to keep that thought. Fucking kill them.
I'm biting my tongue a lot because I don't want to come off. I'm going to go kill somebody.
I don't care. People probably think I'm gonna.
Daily. Also, with China,
I tried to blink really hard after you said that, so now I really will look like a fucking psychopath.
That the First We Feast channel on YouTube.
Yeah,
and there's George Motes. And he's the burger historian and like probably the most knowledgeable person about a hamburger on the planet, which is beyond insane just saying that.
His smash burger video is one of my all-time favorite cooking videos on YouTube. He gets so much knowledge in that.
Yeah, he is the person who, and I've always thought that the original hamburgers made in Connecticut at this place that does these steamed hamburgers on the side. They still use the original grills, and like there's like no ketchup or anything. A very old school burger, and it looks like it's like 2 pieces of toast, and that's like always been like hailed as the original hamburger in America. George Motes dug so deep that he truly found the original hamburger in America, and it's in Shiner, Texas.
Really? Wait,
Yep.
I might have seen it. We might have had this conversation off air.
Maybe, yeah. So, anyways, Shiner, Texas, home of taking justice into your own hands and prevailing. God bless you and your typing. The hamburger and
that festival where Three Doors Down plays.
Oktoberfest.
Yo, dude, I'm not even gonna fuck.
Superman, and then you like look over their head. It's like cattle country.
This is going back like a few months now, but I just want to bring this up because I've just been laughing about. Okay, so like obviously I'm mad into nostalgia. You're mad into nostalgia. Everybody fucking loves nostalgia right now. But it's the strange thing is that when we were growing up, there was like moments for every generation, right? When we were kids, everything went through 70s, 80s. And like, you know what I mean? When all those kind of vibes came back, when like bell bottom pants came back, or like when like bright neon shit or like 80s hair kind of came back. But now people just pick people all ages are picking their childhood and going, yep, I'm nostalgic for that. Whether it was 100 years ago or 5 years ago, I see like early 20-year-old people being like, man, I missed the mid 2010s. It's like, bro, that was like 5.5 years ago. But I see that shit already. And
what is like a good example of like 2010?
Like the Dark Knight and shit like that. Like I see a lot of people like movie wise, I see a lot of movies that are only like 10 years old and people are like, man, no, it's super like Tropic Thunder right now on Reddit keeps getting posted and people keep calling it or underseen or like slept on. It's like, bro, that was one of the most popular movies of the entire decade.
Yeah. Dude, Tropic Thunder is one of the funniest movies. Like, dude, Les Grossman,
it's perfect.
Like
it's perfect.
Spirit animal, dude. And
that movie's perfect.
When the bat dies from heroin and Jack Black's just like, you OD'd.
Dude, Jack Black begging to get off the tree when they have him tied to the tree is like legitimately one of the funniest 5 minutes in any movie ever. The whole scene where you find out Al Pacino is gay, that whole scene is hilarious. Like, dude, that movie is so ahead of its time in every way. It's so fucking good. Also, anyway, we'll come back to that. Actually, we'll come back to that because I have something I want to talk about. But on the Oktoberfest thing, Three Doors Down joke, I had the worst radio stations here, like the worst. Okay, and everybody is nostalgic up here for shitty early 2000s dad rock, Superman, like Three Doors Down or Seether, fucking like Thunder Road or whatever, and it's been killing me because I can't get away from it. And when we went on our honeymoon, obviously we went to Orlando, which is basically, you know, just as fucking redneck as Texas is. And there was this dude who was really nice who worked at the hotel, and he worked at the place where I would buy Red Bulls every day. And he had a ton of tattoos and he looked like us. So I figured like he was into the same shit. I know I'm always judging a book by its cover, but he looked like us. So I was like, oh, this dude must be cool, like cool shit. And the last night, I was talking to him and he's like, man, my mom is at this 20th anniversary Seether Three Doors Down concert right now. And I was like, that sounds like something my mom would do. And he went, yeah, man, I'm just so fucking pissed I can't be there. Fucking singing those songs in my head all day, just thinking about it. I was like, oh my God, dude. Like I had no idea people felt like this. And they do. Seether and Three Doors Down are massive around here.
Three Doors Down, 311, 7 Mary 3.
This is covering a lot of years if you're throwing in 7 Mary 3.
No, I was thinking about
you just naming bands crisscross.
No, the bands had the name 3 in it, or the word 3 in it, or the letter 3 in it.
Three Dog Night. Three Dog Night.
Dude, Amanda loves Three Dog Night.
I like Three Dog Night. My mom was obsessed with them when I was growing up.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like Amanda would be like, I fucking love Three Dog Night.
When I was a kid, my mom was so annoyed because I kept liking all these Three Dog Night covers that were, in her opinion, ruining it. Like One by Filter or Summer Breeze by Typo Negative.
Oh, dude, that was like, yeah.
Wait, are you about to hate on Summer Breeze? That's one of the fucking coolest songs. Oh, wait, my bad. That's Seals and Crofts, not fucking.
Crosby.
Whoever.
It's Crosby, Stills, and Nash, isn't it?
No, it's Seals and Crofts. I'm looking at it.
Okay,
I've
cool.
never heard of Seals and Crofts.
I haven't either. I thought it was always Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then it was Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
No, I'm not saying Stills. I'm saying Seals, like the singer that had the burned face, but plural. Seals and Coates. Crofts. Seals and Crofts. It's not the same people.
Those aren't burns. Those aren't burns.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like crazy acne scars or something.
Nuh-uh. No.
Yeah.
Seal scars. No fucking way. Oh my God, you're not wrong. You're kind of wrong. It's from Lupus.
Oh, Lupus.
Oh shit. The thing everyone has. Lupus.
My favorite Peanut character, Lupus.
So stupid. Lupus. And Pigman.
This is my good friend. Hey, this is my new friend. Lupus.
Oh shit.
Our apologies to anybody out there suffering from the ailments of lupus.
Okay, but on the like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry if you've got lupus, but I feel like medical advancements have come pretty fucking far. Seal's pretty old. Actually, so I used to date someone whose mom had it, and or thought she had it. And here's the thing, because you never know. A lot of doctors won't say you have it, or something. Like it's basically what I gathered. I don't know. A lot of doctors will say that that's not what it is. I don't know. I don't fucking know anything about lupus.
I was misdiagnosed. Doctor over here said I had lupus, and apparently I don't. And he's like, "No, what I said was that you were acting a little loopy."
Are you feeling sluggish? You are funny. But
well, are you feeling sluggish? Can you not get out of your thoughts? Are you always wondering why is everybody staring at me? Well, perhaps you suffer from lupus.
Maybe you're just high. I would love if commercials would start being like that. Now that weed's legal, be like, hey, are you panicking? Do you feel like nobody likes you? Are you afraid to go outside? All right, before we get any further, have you smoked today? If you have, just turn this commercial off. You're fine. Like, TV needs to start doing that.
Like when Adult Swim start doing those parody commercials.
Bro.
Yes,
are we that's pretty generous of comedy to call it a parody. I would call it a straight up fucking nightmare. That shit was, so as someone who regularly smokes marijuana,
yep.
I had no fucking idea what was happening the first time I saw footage of a bear. That's what they call it. That's the one where the mom's driving and taking the allergy medicine and ends up killing her whole family. Mm-hmm. Doug, when I tell you, I was crawling up the walls, freaking out. I was like, what the fuck is happening? This woman killed all her kids. This commercial's been on for 15 minutes. I was losing it.
Oh, shit.
Is something happening over there?
I just like, Amanda's just in here staring at me. And I just like feel like so like, but like I feel like I'm like my crotch is like hanging out. Anyways,
you can't see anything. You can't see anything below your hands.
I had the table for the longest time. Oh yeah, I moved. If everybody's wondering why this looks different, all 5 of you out there, thank you for watching.
Wait, what did it look like last week?
Not like this. And so, anyways, I don't have a table, so I have my lower table, which just might be more of an because it's like it rolls around and stuff. I'm not gonna do that right now, but like I like this, But my camera looks much better in this place because I have what they refer to as natural light. My old apartment was essentially a dungeon, so no lamps needed. But like I had bare walls. Joel saw this all get hung up, and it looks great. And
I'm going to be honest with you. This is the best it's ever looked on your end. It's like the light's perfect. There's like, I like not having the table at the bottom of the screen here. I think the customers will agree.
I know. I didn't like that table either necessarily because it's just so big. That's all I really had to work with. A big table, big table,
big table.
But it's all I really had to work with. So anyways, but I'm sure it's going to look even more different next week.
I think the word you're looking for is differenter.
Differenter.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy? Oh, is it time for this? Okay.
Yeah.
Update of the James Webb Space Telescope. Update. James Webb Space Telescope. James Webb Space Telescope is here. Update. James Webb Space Telescope.
Update.
All right, welcome to another James Webb Space Telescope update. And to be quite honest, I don't have anything to update you on with the James Webb Space Telescope. Joel, do you?
Yeah. So today's the day, or wait, it's been a week. Yeah, nothing's happened. I'm sorry.
So,
everything I was going to say, I think, was the news we gave last week. But when did we record last week? Friday?
Jesus Christ. Yes, Friday.
Okay. Well, this happened after we got off the air then. So the day of discovery was the day we recorded the last episode. So that's what they called it. But all that really happened was they continued mirror alignment, and it's all successful so far.
Cool. So to fill in this gap, I would like to bring in this story. They're just going to use a James Webb Space Telescope as inspiration. The Taylor Denise Schabusiness case that I was just told about.
Let's hear it.
So apparently there's this woman in the state of Wisconsin who apparently has ties to Texas who had a criminal complaint filed. And this person, this Taylor Schabusiness, last name.
Schabusiness. That is how you say it. It says Schabusiness.
Schabusiness. And I'm looking at the actual criminal report right now. I'm going to go ahead and just file through. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a description. Oh, it even has her address on there.
Read that.
I'm not going to read it. Her name is Taylor Denise Schabusiness, Green Bay, Wisconsin. I can tell you that. I mean, I can tell you all of it. It's all public
I'm looking
record.
at it. I can tell you motherfuckers if you really want to know. DM me.
Her birthday is in November 1997. So how old is that? How old is 97 right now?
It's 4 years older than Caroline. So 4 years younger. So 24?
Huh?
24?
24. 24 years old. Woman, hazel eyes, brown hair. Yeah, boy. 5'2", 120 pounds. Also
She's
known
a
as
small
Taylor.
girl. She's a small girl.
Yeah, Denise, also known as Taylor Denise Coronado. This is what she's being, the complaint is filed. I don't know why in Wisconsin they call them criminal complaints.
Hey, on count two, dance pretty carefully about how you say that. I think.
Why?
I don't think you can. I think that I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's like.
We're going for it.
All right, fuck it.
Count one. First degree intentional homicide repeater. And then count. Should we go into that? What it is? What's going on with that, Joel?
Yeah. Well, for count one.
Yeah.
For count one, she's charged with intent to kill a person.
No, she killed a person. No, not intent. Intentionally.
Right. She caused the death with intent to kill the person. It was intentional.
Yeah. Number 2, mutilating a corpse. Repeater.
I don't know what the repeater is supposed to mean, though, honestly. Because she didn't do... I'm going to go on a limb and say, looking at all these counts, they all say repeater. And frankly, I don't think she's done this more than once.
And like this, so this isn't... Okay, this isn't necessarily detailed. This is just like describing what the technically why it's... God bless me. Help me out, Joel.
There's no God in this case. Count 2 is mutilating a corpse.
Count 3, third degree sexual assault. And then the probable cause is under that.
All right. And so then we get to the complaint review. If you want, I could say when the officer met with her, she allowed them into her house. The officer went down to a basement. Once he reached the bottom of the stairs, he observed a plastic bucket on the floor, observed a shower beach towel over the bucket, lifted the towel, and observed a human head inside the bucket.
So apparently this is... Okay, so this is giving me glimpses of PAZUZU. Do you not agree?
No, I do. Because we should also include this is a meth fueled incident.
Yeah, so apparently this is dude that she was like about a year older than her, whatever his name is. You got any more details? This is all the complaint. I mean, I'm sure it's like in here.
I don't know if they released the name of the victim.
No, yeah, they did. What was that article you sent me? What do you need to know? What's the name of that guy? Seth. His name's Seth. Seth is 25 years old, right? And then he I had it all pulled up, Joel. I sent you the article. Check it out. Anyways, so this she's pretty babish, kind of, but like except for like the killing the dude. So essentially she's doing this dude, right? on this meth bender, and she just starts choking him, and she's like, I just couldn't stop choking him. I just liked it so much, and it just kept banging him and choking him and banging him and choking him. Next thing you know, he's dead. Then she proceeds to cut him to pieces and cut his head off, and then kisses his winky while he's dead with no head.
Wild.
Oh, and then puts her dildo in his butt. Speaking of dildos, Joel and I guess we're gonna introduce our new band pretty soon too.
Oh,
what do we call it?
Screeching dildos? The screeching massive dildos? Hold on, I got it pulled up here. Big screeching dildo.
The big massive screeching dildos.
The BSDs, bro. BSD.
That's the name of Montel's new band. Anyways, Joel, feel free to jump in with this.
Yeah, for sure. So Doug's basically covered all the bases. During sex, she strangled and killed this man, removed his head, and then engaged in sexual acts with him, or with his corpse, rather, after. There is, if you want to get way deeper into this than I feel comfortable reading, go to documentcloud.org and search for Taylor Denise Schabusiness, and you can read the entire criminal complaint. It's fucking wild.
Dude, they even say we're charging her with the sexual assaults for what she did after he died. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, dude. And so it's like, apparently she has very little to no remorse and was pretty much told the authorities exactly everything. She's like, the only reason she's like, I was going to take the whole body out of the basement, but I got lazy. And so I just took the leg. And they're like, and she told the cops where to find the bucket.
Yeah,
like,
she said,
bucket.
she told the cop, she told the cops, I can't believe I left the head.
Yeah. And then it's like in his mom's basement. It's like in his own mom's his mom's found it. His mom found everything going on. It's like dried blood and stuff. So it must have been a while. Like he must have been like dismembered and left to be found for, I would imagine, a couple of days. It's happened on February 23rd, 3 days after my birthday. And one of my childhood best friend's birthdays was that day. Your boy, Cheeto.
Wow, man. I'm just cruising through this. Guys, like, I mean, I've got an extremely strong stomach for this kind of stuff. This one is fucking crazy. So definitely documentcloud.org, Taylor Denise Schabusiness, and you can read all of that. There are things towards the bottom of there that are insane.
You gotta look up a picture.
Yeah, I've got a picture of her. I've got a picture of her. She's pulled up right here.
You know what I mean? She's like kind of, she's hot.
I don't know. No comment on that. I'm just not feeling it, and I don't know. I disagree.
She's kind of babish, and she definitely looks like she would cut your head off and then give you a reach around to your mutilated corpse, to say the least. Anyways, but she definitely some Jeffrey Dahmer vibes going on there.
Are you saying that because you see the Jeffrey Dahmer next to her picture? I'm looking at the same exact thing.
I'm assuming that article is going to be them just like really diving into, like, you know, taking some serious stretches. I doubt she'd ever even would mention that she's a Jeffrey. Reportedly had near infatuation with Jeffrey Dahmer, journalist claims. But that's a journalist claim, so
yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That'll be an interesting one to revisit. Hey, speaking of crazy shit on the internet with girls, you've heard the term e-girls, right?
No, tell me.
Well, it means like a girl on the internet, like a Insta girl, or like a, you know what I'm talking about.
Is E mean internet?
No, E like just means email? Like. I mean, yeah, internet spelled with an I, but yeah, E dictates something that you do online. But I don't know if you heard this, but they're changing the name from e-girls to I-ladies.
You remember that joke where it said, "Can you dictate
e-girls to I-ladies"?
Is that real?
Follow me here, I-ladies.
Okay. You're changing it.
No, they are. They changed it.
Oh, so that's so weird. So I've just happened to mention E,
right? And it's now I-ladies.
Wait, so that this is not, you're not playing a joke just because I simply asked if
e-girls, they are changing it. That's what I was trying to tell you. This was what I was going to say before you asked about it. They are changing it from e-girls to I-ladies.
Well, this isn't a bit. I didn't mean to bring up
No,
the
no,
E.
that's fine. I just wanted to know what you thought about that. Eye ladies.
I mean, it makes more sense because
Eye ladies, nuts in your mouth. Got him. Okay, I have to tell you guys. Caroline came up with that. And Caroline comes into the room and she goes, dude, they're changing it from E-girls to I ladies. And I was like, I ladies? And she's like, I ladies, nuts in your mouth. And she just walked away. And I was like, what? And it was because she's never done anything like that before. And I was just like, what the fuck? I was dying. And I was like, I should get Doug with this. And we pulled out our phone to call you and it went to voicemail. And I was like, oh shit, perfect. I'll get him on air. And so for 3 days, I've been waiting to do that. And I didn't know how to set it up. I couldn't figure out how to set it up because I knew you don't know what E-girls is. I was like, how do you fucking explain this? Like without having to ruin the joke.
E-girl. Oh shit. I literally am like, what's an E-girl?
I was just like, please ask what's an eye
lady. Dude, that's fucking, I think the best one that I made up was the eucalyptus.
Yo, dude. Okay, so you've sent me a good handful that have genuinely got me because I never am thinking of it ever. Like, unless I'm actively trying to make one up, I'm never like on the lookout for them ever.
Well, so Amanda got me into, I'm sorry, I'm waxing poetic on Amanda so much this episode. She's just
in the room with a gun to your head.
And so like, anyways, she got me, Amanda introduced me to a lot of pleasures of life that I would never experience on my own. One of them being nice, long, hot baths with a book, maybe my cell phone, even a candle lit or two.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Yeah, I hit up your bath before. It was fucking dope.
No, but with that said, Epsom salts. I mean, I don't know if those Epsom salts really do help. It might just be a placebo or whatever. Like, man, it's just, but
I enjoy them.
Dude, they're fucking great. And she got these eucalyptus bath salts, and I fucking love them. And I'm like, just like
been smoking them.
And I'm saying, yeah, I'm just like soaking in my bath salts. And I was like, eucalyptus. You can lick these nuts. And I was like, got him. And I just got myself. And I just
got me.
Yeah, got me. And so like I just and like I just like text you. But the thing is it's like a long con with you, you know what I mean? And so it's like, because like when I'm thinking I'm obviously spoiling it, and I probably won't be able to hit you with one ever again because of this. But like when I come up with them, it's like you can't just say, hey, what's your favorite ukulele? You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to set it
I
up.
100% get what you mean. That's what I was just saying. It's hard to set these jokes up sometimes.
Yeah. So like when you're like, it took 3 days to do that. Like sometimes like with you at work, I'll send you a text and I'm like, I cannot send him another text yet. You know what I mean? Like, I got to, you know what I mean? To get it going, to get it rolling, makes it too obvious. So sometimes it takes like hours to hit you with these nuts.
No, I get it. I fully get it.
Can I see a little emoji in that I make up? I love that.
Customers, what's your favorite D's Nuts joke that you've heard recently? Hit us up in the comments. You guys have been leaving a lot of comments, and we really appreciate it. You guys have really, really been engaging, and thank you guys for buying the merch. We really appreciate it. We can't thank you enough. Dude, let me ask you a question. Do you like Wendys?
The merch is out?
And sold out. It's sold out in minutes, so we just want to thank the customers for that.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Dude, I was thinking about new names for the show, like welcome to the first episode of, I don't know, but I believe you. I can't see it, but who knows?
Do you eat fast food?
Fast food needs nuts in my mouth. I get it.
No, I'm dead. Okay, I know Wendy's could be Wendy's nuts, but no, seriously, do you eat fast food?
Wendy's nuts and prizes.
Because I was going to ask if you like Wendy's, and and it could be, do you like Wendy's nuts hit your face? But do you like Wendy's?
Yeah.
They have, I don't know why I'm standing for fucking Wendy's right now, but they have a fucking bourbon bacon burger they just came out with that is to die for.
I didn't know what you were going with. I thought you were going to say like there's like moms against drunk drivers.
Oh shit, I'm getting scam called. Let's talk to him.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hello. We have been trying to reach you because you're qualified for assistance that helps pay for your health insurance through Marketplace. The government.
I was like having fingers crossed for fucking limited lifetime warranties and shit like that.
I was really, really hoping for any actual person on the other end of the line.
What if I built 2 armrests just right in there, just armrests that rolled around right here?
That exists
cool.
for standing desks. Cool. Hey, do you know that band Will Ya?
No.
Will you put these nuts in your mouth? All right, that's it. I'm done. Don't worry, I'm done. I almost X'd out of the fucking podcast right now. I have way too many fucking windows open. Hold on. I actually. We have what we're in the middle of this. You're probably tired of hearing me talk about it because you got me all over social media. But I saw the fucking Batman, and I'm not even gonna.
Hold on. Do you have 2 monitors at your place?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have I want to get a second monitor so I can always have, because when I open tabs I can't see you.
Right.
So
that's why. Right. I have you on one screen and my business on the other, so I can. Right, that's when I'm typing. I'm looking at the other screen.
All right. So please, no spoilers.
Yeah. No, not even close. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Go see the Batman and don't take your fucking kids and pee a lot before you get there and sip your drink, because straight up longest movie in so long. It is an even 3 hours. And I don't mean the proverbial, Spider-Man was 3 hours. No, that movie was 2 hours 30. This was 3 fucking hours. And it feels like it, because the only things I'll say about this movie is it is oppressively bleak and dark and slow and quiet and then extremely loud, and it is exhausting. It is fucking exhausting. When we got to the theater, we went to the 3:00 show yesterday because I knew it was so fucking long and my bedtime's 9. So we went to the 3:00 show, and when we got there was a bunch of people, and you just that energy, that buzz, and when you're about to see something everybody's been waiting for, and there's not really anybody who's seen it yet, and you're just excited. And when it ended, it was just a solemn walk out of the theater where everybody's just it's so different than any superhero movie I've ever seen.
Tight. And who directed it? The guy that directed oh fuck. He did something else. We always talk about it. I want to see if you get there.
I want to see if you get there.
He directed Guardians of the Galaxy or something?
Nah. His name's Matt Reeves. He did Cloverfield and Cloverfield and Dawn and War of the Apes.
Gotcha.
So actually, if you've seen War of the Planet of the Apes, or War 4 of the Planet of the Apes, which was the last one in the recent Apes trilogy, that movie was super fucking bleak, and it was basically just an actual war movie but with apes.
I know what bleak means, but for everybody that doesn't know,
dour, dark and dour, and very there's no levity. You know what I mean? There's no levity. There's no funny shit. It's not like a Marvel movie where there's any jokes. There's a couple of things sprinkled throughout to help bring a little levity to it. But there's no there's nothing like that, which is fucking thankfully. I think the one thing people hear, if Christian Bale is going to be made fun of for his voice, I think Robert Pattinson will likely walk away with some people not really feeling how sulking and moody he is in this. He is very much for lack of a better word, he is very emo as Bruce Wayne. And
it's episode it's rated PG-13, right?
It is rated PG-13, but I'm being very serious. This is not a kids movie. It should not be PG-13. Just simply for the fact, in my opinion, just for the fact that this movie is so dark, and not in a fun way. I think kids going to see this are A, not going to understand what the fuck is happening, and B, if they do understand what's happening, it's fucking disturbing. This is a movie about, this is just the plot. There's no spoilers here. This is a detective movie, not a superhero movie, not an action movie. This is a detective movie in the vein of Seven, about a serial killer brutally murdering people and 2 detectives trying to figure out who it is and stop it. That's it. there is nothing like fun or save the world about this. It is literally there's somebody cutting people up. We need to stop it. And the violence is.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The violence is largely implied, but it's implied in the same way that it's implied in Seven. I mean, we're talking about really grisly ways of dying that you don't see. But I mean, if a kid's understanding what they're talking about, this isn't like fun death. This isn't like death you could really write off. Kids are going to have questions if you take them to this movie.
Like it's more terrifying. Like in Seven, it's more terrifying to see the aftermath instead of actually seeing it happen.
Right. Even though you don't really see the aftermath of the bodies in this, there is a lot of heavily implied violence.
What about Paul Dano? Is my boy like? Is he present in that movie?
He's nuts. I don't even want to fucking give anything away, but I will say there is zero. Everyone came to play. The entire cast is fucking amazing. But.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to try to go see it. I mean, I doubt I can see it this weekend, but maybe we got a bunch of theaters up here.
Well,
so
the real standout, I didn't even realize this motherfucker was in the movie. The real standout, John Turturro, who y'all would know as Jesus from Big Lebowski, and he's in a bunch of shit. He plays Carmine Falcone, and he was easily my favorite part. Put that motherfucker in the next Scorsese gangster movie because he was terrifying as a gangster. And also, like, that's another thing. Just in line with what I was saying about like the tone of this movie. This isn't like, and I'm not harping on the kid thing. Take your kids to whatever you fucking want to, but I just really don't think they're gonna like it. But here's another thing: like the crime in most superhero movies is like these dudes robbed a bank and Batman's got to stop him or whatever, or fucking this dude built a ray that could destroy the world. In this movie, it's literally bureaucratic, like money crime and shit. Kids are gonna be so fucking lost. The conversations in this movie are so like it's like a lot of people used to say Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy was each one was inspired by a different genre, and everybody always points to Dark Knight and says that was, and he even said it, that it was heavily inspired by Heat and like the LA Chicago crime movies. The difference with this is that this isn't, and I said this in my review, this isn't a superhero movie with something else tied into it. This is something else with a superhero movie woven throughout. This is not a superhero movie. It's a crime movie that has a superhero in it.
Tight.
It's excellent. Please go see it. Fucking support good ass movies. It's fucking dope. And there's no after credit scene. I wish somebody would have told me. There is no after credit scene.
So to go into this, so this has nothing. Okay, so you've talked to me about, you describe this to me all the time. So DC, their approach is they're doing like Justice League and everything, like the kid friendlier stuff, but they're also doing a dark, like the Joker and the new Batman, right? Like they're like doing two separate.
I thought that was the plan, but before the movie yesterday, and I mean, I've kind of noticed that there hasn't been any other announcements for like darker movies. Like the Batman has been announced for like 4 years. The first trailer came out before we were even in the first lockdown. So like this movie has been, it should have come out in 2020. That was the plan, which would have put it right after Joker. And they haven't announced anything else that would be in that ballpark at all. But what they have done is greenlit, shot, and almost have ready for release like 5 of the kid-friendly fucking Avengers style ones, like Black Adam and The Flash, which has Michael Keaton as Batman in it. I think what's happening is more along the lines of. What's happening is more along the lines of there's going to be some movies that are tied into a larger story and some movies that may even have the same characters that are not connected at all. If that works out for them is yet to be seen. But if they're going to be this good, then I think it'll work out. Yeah.
So, but Joker 2 got greenlit, right? And it's with Joaquin Phoenix.
That's what they say. That's what they say, but I don't think they've got anything ready for that. I don't think they're even past like a writing stage for that.
I read that Willem Dafoe wants to be in Joker 2, and his idea, if he were to be a part of it, is to be casted. Please don't go back there, cat. My internet cables are all loose, so I'm like, when the cats go back there, it knocks the internet off. Stop messing with my stuff, cat. Anyways, so but Willem Dafoe apparently, like he's like his proposal or like his. So I would love to be a copycat character in Joker 2, somebody that's obsessed with Joker and wants to be Joker. So like there's like this rivalry between a real Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, and a fake Joker, and the fake Joker, the copycat with Willem Dafoe, and like in this whole entire like sequence of them two becoming enemies.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was like, I mean, Willem Dafoe is like, yeah, I'm like, that'd be cool to see Willem Dafoe play the fucking like play a Joker of some type, whatever.
That must be why that video came out, because that was. I'm looking at all this now, so it looks like the rumor, and it's probably more than a rumor. The script was handed in, and it has a 2023 shooting time targeted. So, we likely won't see it till 2024 at the earliest. But there was a video. I don't know if you remember, but before Joker came out, like way before it came out, probably like 2018, they released the makeup test. Todd Phillips, the guy who directed it, released the makeup test for Joaquin Phoenix. And he set it to Tears of a Clown. No, he set it to some famous song about crying.
Sure.
Some like classic song or whatever, and had him dancing, like doing his weird dance.
It's a movie that was never released, I thought, or the crying.
No. I'm thinking of a song. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, no. But so anyway, somebody took clips of Willem Dafoe in a play he did where he wears clown makeup. And it recreated that video, and it's fucking.
I started a joke.
It is. I started a joke. Started a joke that got the whole world laughing. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you're right. So somebody just recreated that video, and it like really got me. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Willem Dafoe, hell yeah. Would you fuck Willem Dafoe?
No.
Oh man, I don't know. Do you know? Let me. I don't know if you know this. Let me tell you something. I don't know. I wouldn't fuck Willem Dafoe, but let me tell you something. The man, massive cock. Listen to this, Doug. I'm not even fucking joking. He's in a movie called Antichrist. Okay, it's a Lars Von Trier movie. Extremely tough watch. Full frontal nudity from everyone in that movie, which is just two people, but they both show everything. His cock's massive in it. Right, he gets it cut off with scissors. Okay, massive PP. Okay. And I was already like, what the fuck? My man is hanging dong, something serious. Then Lars Von Trier comes out. And says, oh, no, yeah, that's a prosthetic. And I was like, oh, shit, right. Because maybe he's probably not hanging dong like that. And Lars Von Trier goes, no, because his dick is so fucking big that it looked unbelievable on camera. So they had to make it smaller. It's a true story. And there's a video of this dude dancing around in the 70s, dick swinging. And yeah, it's like a little arm. This dude's got a little arm down there.
Why did they cut it off?
I started a joke. Why? Because she goes nuts. She does a lot of cutting in that to him and herself. 2009?
Oh, no. It's a relatively newer movie?
Yeah, yeah, Antichrist. It's him and Charlotte Gainsbourg. We used to talk about it all the time when we lived at the house. I'm pretty sure Jeff even had a poster for it.
No, I don't think I've ever seen it then.
It's insane. It's the gore would put you off. I know it would, but the movie itself is so up your alley. It's crazy. It's one of those like Lars Von Trier movies. I feel like would be such Doug's taste if he could handle the brutality of them. Melancholia, The House That Jack Built. Dogville, dude, there's a lot of really fucked up movies.
Dude, there's a movie that came out that is it's called something Roger's Room or something. I've talked about it on this show many times, and it's about a kid whose mom is super protective and like built a room and like built him into the room so he could never get out. So, and it's like pretty much a movie of just about him living in this room his entire life.
We gotta find it because it's not called Roger's Room.
Yeah, but it's something weird, and I've never seen it, but I've always heard about. I heard about it when I lived in Atlanta, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, maybe I made it up. And you always thought I was talking about prisoners, and I'm not talking about prisoners.
Well, but the problem is, I might have found it, bruh.
What's it called?
Is it definitely just one kid?
I think so.
Okay. And it's definitely the mom doing it because there's a movie called The Boy Behind the Door that's about two kids that get kidnapped and are trapped behind a door. But the problem is this is going to be so hard to ever find without any more information because you're describing the plot of a movie that was nominated for Best Picture pretty recently, Room, where the mom and the kid are stuck in the room together for like 8 years or whatever.
No,
no, I know that's not it, but I'm saying that's making it impossible because boy stuck in room
like
just
Roger's room or Jack. Like
I did. Roger's room just brings up a bunch of bed and breakfast.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Then I'll find it. I'll dig.
Roger trapped in room
movie.
In case Roger trapped in room wasn't fucking close enough. I mean, I know what all of these movies are that it pulled up, and it's none of these.
Damn, maybe I don't know. I'll never get the person who even told me about it and everything. I guess I could reach out to them. Be like, hey, I haven't talked to you in fucking 10 years, but you remember that time you just mentioned a movie in a party about a kid's mom building him into a room so he can never get out and spend his whole life in this room?
Wait, I might have found it. So maybe called Caveat. And the mom roams around with a crossbow.
I have no idea.
Fuck. Okay, because this kid finds out that his mom locked.
It's not a savior film. It's not like a survival film. It's crazy.
This isn't a survival. This is a kid finds out his mom murdered his dad and left him in the walls, and then she locks him in a room, and then when he tries to get out, she's got a crossbow. I think
it's his name Roger or something like that, or Jack.
Mo, Olga, and Isaac.
That might be it.
It's Irish. It's Irish. 2020 can't be that. I thought that said 2002. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Let's move on from this. We'll move on from this, but we'll figure it out. We'll make this something we can come back to.
I'm sure somebody's listening to this going, I know it's Jack's room. It's John's room or Roger's room.
Fucking God that they could comment that, customers. You know what room movie it's not? Marvin's Room.
Why?
Marvin's Room. Because I've seen Marvin's Room, and it's not that. It is a depressing
room.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with fucking rooms?
And why are rooms always the ones that are depressing? Because like they clout you with protection, but at the same time they can keep you locked in and isolated, like Old Boy. You know, like rooms are they're like they're your friend until they're not. You know,
they should make a video game called Room Raider.
Isn't that a movie or a TV show?
It was a TV show at MTV, Room Raiders. We know somebody who was on it, and they fucked her over pretty bad.
Hey, dude, what's up with you still have never told me the old friend that apparently we have that has like 2 rows of teeth?
Oh, I'll tell you when we get off the air.
Okay. Right.
I'll text it to you. I'll text it to you right now.
Okay.
Because it's fucking crazy, and it's legit. And dentists were like, "You're like a shark."
I'm waiting.
All right, I texted you.
Oh, the anticipation is killing me. Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm not talking like 1 or 2 extra. I'm talking a full set. Dude's got double teeth. Wild. Crazy.
Okay, cool.
He eats apples like nobody's fucking business, dude. Oh shit! All right. But before, since we've only got like 21 seconds left, we can have
as much time as you want, dude.
Okay, perfect. Well, then I think we should run through what the thumbnail should be while we're on here, like the base of it, so I can have some help to get started. Because I keep getting off and going, okay, yeah, we talked about that, and then I spend all the time making the thumbnail and realize we barely talked about that.
Talked about
do fucking a corpse.
Yeah, we talked about Schabusiness. We talked about the new Batman. I think you got plenty of material.
I'll do Batman's head in a bucket.
Sure.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's
click up here if you want to hear last week's show.
Oh shit! And then over here, if you want to watch this week's or whatever, subscribe. And we're on all platforms, so listen up, people.
And hey, I just got a Stitcher, and it's a great program. So, or a great app. So go Stitcher.
Thanks. All right, bye, y'all.